Welcome back to another Pokemon Market Monday, your one-stop shop for all your Pokemon information. We go through last week's sales of sealed Pokemon products and Pokemon cards that are currently going up in price, and we do also cover any big Pokemon news like cards or sets that get revealed, and if I do see any good deals, I always try to throw them in here too. But before we get started, we do have to give a big thanks to our video sponsor real quick, and that is DK Cards Online. They sent me this absolutely beautiful custom Suicune card holder display. This thing is sick. It's even got like rocks on the inside of it. It's super nice quality. But yeah, they specialize in unique Pokemon-related gifts and displays. They have over 100 different card holders. They also do custom orders. They even have some sealed products you can pick up. And then too, if you use PokeBeard at checkout, you receive 10% off your entire order. So definitely check them out. I'll have all the links in the description. All right, let's get started. Checking out celebrations. The only thing really that's moving up is the UPC still a little bit. Last sold $795, $800, $805. Otherwise, both ETBs are actually coming down in price just a couple dollars. Market price for the regular ETB, $260. And for the Pokemon Center ETB, $382. Next, Evolving Skies, same thing. The ETB is actually going down in price, like $10-15. Market price right around $330, $340. And then the booster box still right around $2,500 for the most recent sales. And then we will check a Pokemon Center ETB because they usually got one crazy sale. Nope, $790 was the last sale. That was almost a week ago. Next, we have Crown Zenith, same thing. Pretty much everything is kind of leveled out since last week, even coming down in price a couple dollars. Next, we have 151. Check the UPC here. Last sold $464, $455. And then we got to check the Pokemon Center ETB. We got a couple new big sales for this box. Last sold $960, $834 with a small tear, $970, $850 with a picture, and $899. That is crazy. Next, we have the regular ETB, still slowly moving up. Last sold $335, $340, $320, $300, and $350. Next, we have Prismatic Evolutions. The only thing that's really moving up is the Super Premium Collection. Last sold $225, $225. Then we got one for $199, and then $227, and then $249. I also got to check the Pokemon Center ETB. Regular ETB is right at $100. Last sold $294, $294, $301, and $300. Next, we have Destined Rivals. So the booster box is coming back up in price a little bit. It got up to $315, then went down about $300 to about $305. Now last sold $317, $317, $310. So that's bouncing back already just in 1 week. Check the Pokemon Center ETB. Last sold $248, pretty much all right at $248. And then the regular ETB market price $97. All right, let's get into it. We got Brilliant Stars moving up in price. Got down to $396. Now last sold $441, $450, and $452. Got down to $407. Now last sold $499 and $500. I've been saying for a very long time how undervalued Chilling Reign is. Next, we have Silver Tempest. Same thing with Silver Tempest. I mean, the Lugia is just awesome, and it's going crazy right now too. Last sold $384, $350 for 3 Tempest Build and Battle Stadiums, which equals 36 packs. Otherwise, $400 and $398. Next, we have Fusion Strike. Moving again. Got down to $719. Now last sold $898, $862, $880. Next, we have Lost Origin. Got down to $492. Now last sold $700, $712, $799. Next, we have the Twilight Masquerade ETB. None of the Scarlet and Violet Era booster boxes are really going up in price a ton right now, just a buck or two for some of them. So I did not add any of those. But yeah, the Twilight Masquerade ETB. Last sold 105, 110, 90, 98, 109. It's kind of crazy if you think about it. It's the same price as like Prismatic Evolutions and Destined Rivals. Next, we have the Twilight Masquerade Pokemon Center ETB. Last sold 147, 143, 135. Got down to about 120 for the longest time. Next, we have the Brilliant Stars regular ETB. Last sold 110, 102, 99, 86, 105. Next, we have the Paldean Fates regular ETB. Last sold 225, 214. Next, we have the Paldean Fates Pokemon Center ETB. So it's $218. Now last sold $350, $360, $347, $341. Next, we have the Surging Sparks Pokemon Center ETB. So it's at $165. Now last sold $220, $210, $220. Next, we have the Obsidian Flames Pokemon Center ETB. It's got down to $300 3 months ago. Now last sold $4.95, $4.66, $4.75. Next, we have the Paldea Evolved Pokemon Center ETB. It's at $331. Now last sold $3.99, $3.70, $3.99, $401, $350. Next, we have the Charizard UPC. This was $292 about 2 months ago. Now last sold $362, $365, $350. Next, the Greninja UPC. This is the UPC that a ton of PokeTubers made videos that says do not buy, and it's doing super good. Last sold $299, $250, $240, $240. Next, we have the Arceus V-Star. Last sold for this one $215, $225, $259, $219. To be honest, I do not think the Greninja UPC should be more expensive than the Arceus V-Star UPC. If you think about it, the pack selection in the Arceus V-Star box is much better than the Greninja box. All right, next we have the Greninja EX Special Illustration Collection. Last sold $99, $85, $95, $83. I'm so happy that I got a few cases of this box when it came out. Next, we have the Kingdra EX. Same thing for this box. Honestly, a lot of people did not really care a ton when these boxes first came out because it was Shrouded Fable. So it was super easy to get. Last sold for Kingdra, $95, $99, $86, $83. Next, we have the Jolteon V Max Premium Collection. Last sold for this one is $275, $270, $257, $240. Next, we have the Vaporeon. Last sold for this one $310, $325, $309, $340, $315. And then we have the Flareon. The Vaporeon is the most expensive. Flareon $290, $300, $225, $264, $250. Next, we have the Kingdra EX promo. Look at that line going straight up. So it was $24 3 months ago. Got up to $40. Leveled out there for the longest time. Now last sold $69, $67, 8 of them at $65. The Kingdra is now more expensive than the Greninja. So last sold for the Greninja $50, $55, $49, $49. I've seen multiple people make videos about this Kingdra and why it should be so expensive. So it's just getting hyped up right now. Next, we have the Vaporeon V promo. So as you've seen, the Vaporeon box is the most expensive. Well, these things also shot up very quickly. This thing was at like 50 for the longest time. Now last sold 72, 70, 97, 80, 75 with a picture. Next, the Vaporeon VMAX promo. Last sold for this one 79, 105, 78, 85. Next, the Flareon V promo. Last sold for this 65, 68, 93, 75. Some crazy prices. Next, the Flareon VMAX promo. Last sold 60, 65, 54. Next, the Jolteon V promo. Last sold 59, 67, 64. And then we have the Jolteon VMAX promo. Last sold 58, 62, and 60. The Jolteon promo did get down to $42 3 months ago. Next, we have the Mew EX promo. Look at that line going straight up. So this was $27 about 3 months ago. Now last sold 53, 45, 45. Next, we have the Mewtwo Illustration Rare. This was at $15 for a while and then hung out around $23, $24 for a while. Now last sold $28, $28, $29, $30. Next, we have the Greninja Gold Star bouncing back. Got up to $27, went back down to $13. Now last sold $25, $25, $22. Next, we have the Snorlax promo. This is just a regular one. This was at $8, $9 for the longest time. Now, last sold is $19, $15, $15, $11, $15. And next Market Monday, I'm going to check every single Pokemon Center ETB promo. Next, we have the Pikachu Illustration Rare. In my opinion, this should be the most expensive illustration rare in 151, and it's actually coming close. You just got to think, there's so many awesome Pokemon in this card. I feel like people just don't really look at it and appreciate it. But now last sold 38, 38, 29, 38, 29. Next, we have this Psyduck. Some of the 151 cards are bouncing back a little bit. This got down to about $16, $15. Now last sold 21, 21, 23. Next, we have the Chansey Illustration Rare. This was at $17. Now last sold 25, 19, 21, and 21. Next, we have the Bubble Mew EX. That is the lightly played chart. There we go. This was at about $290, $300 for the longest time. Now last sold $580 with a picture. $580, $500, $500, $599. Next, we have the Charizard EX from 151. It's got down to $179. Now last sold $200, $196, $199. Next, we have the Team Rockets Moltres finally getting a little bit of love. It's got down to about $135. Now last sold $177, $163, $170, $162. And honestly, I think it's such a beautiful card. I feel like it deserves to be that price. Next, we have the Latias bouncing back a little bit. Got down about $150. Now last sold $178, $160, $175. Next, we have the Gardevoir EX from Paldean Fates. Last sold for this one is $95, $90, $81, $80, $90, with a line just going straight up. Next, we have the Kyurem from Black Bolt. This was a $61 card. Now last sold $46, but otherwise $71, $72, $70, $75. Next, we have the Charizard EX from Obsidian. Last sold for this one is $65, $70, $73. It's been a while since this card has been in the 70s. Next, the Zapdos EX is just bouncing back a little bit. Got down to $47. Now last sold $55, $57. Next, the Lugia V from Silver Tempest. This was a $250 card. Now last sold $399, $330, $320, and $363. Next, the Charizard V coming up a little bit. Got down about $190. Now last sold $224, $248 for CGC 9, $225, $225. And last on the list, we have the new Mega Gardevoir from Mega Symphonia. This is one of the only cards that's like really popping off right now, where it's going up in price a little bit. So, definitely one of the more popular cards in the set. And I think it is the third most expensive. And then too, if you look at set value wise, Mega Brave and Mega Symphonia is already cheaper than Black Bolt and White Flare, because, the red full art's worth a decent amount over there too. So yeah, kind of crazy. But all right, that was today's Pokemon Market Monday. If you guys do like this content, please make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a like and comment. If you guys want to support more, you can check out my Instagram, my TikTok, or my YouTube membership. It's only 99 cents a month. But all right, I want you guys to have a great day. And if you guys want to watch my last Slab Sunday where I had the maximum amount of pages open on my computer, check this video out. Otherwise, we'll see you next time.